guys, today I'm going to be doing a 30 facts about me. This is my first time on YouTube, so bear with me because I'm still learning. So the first fact about me is that my full name is Sophie Lee Hester, which inspires my YouTube name Sophie Lee. I'm 16 years old and my birthday is the 14th of April 2000. Currently doing 3 A-levels, which are psychology, geography and art, and I particularly like psychology at the moment because I find it really interesting. I have quite a lot of animals. So firstly, I have 2 dogs and they are both black Labradors. One is named Milo and the other is called Hendrix, and we actually just adopted him about a year back, and he is the son of our old dog who died quite a while ago. I also have a hamster called Barnaby and loads and loads of fish because they keep mating and I can't stop it, so what are you gonna do? 5'6.5". My hobbies are that I really like to bake when I find time, and I also like art, which is obviously clear through my choice of that subject. When I was about 8 years old, I was actually an extra in this film called How to Make Friends and Alienate People, but you can't really see me at all. I'm in the background and all I did was just run around a field basically. Another fact is that I'm absolutely obsessed with monkeys. I always have been, I always will be. Always wanted a little monkey as a pet, so you can just carry it along with you, and I think they're such amazing creatures and I just absolutely. When I was about 12, I made the irrational decision to cut my hair about here really short, and the next day I went into school and everyone laughed at me, so from now on I've been trying to grow it out and I've been completely traumatised from that point on, and I plan to never cut my hair that short. My favourite colour is turquoise. I really love Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know what it is. I think like all the films I've seen him in, I've just loved him. I just think he's so good looking. So following that fact, I really like the film Titanic. However, every time I've watched it, about 15 times probably, it's made me bawl out crying and it's quite embarrassing, but I just find it so funny. The next fact is that I have a pretty bad phobia of the sea, and I'm pretty sure this is really common in people, but it's alright when you're in the shallow area, but as soon as my feet stop making contact with that sand, I'm done, I'm out there. Like, I can't deal with it. I think this phobia probably arises from the fact that when I was quite young, I actually watched the film Piranha, which I don't really think helped that much. The next one is quite embarrassing, and it's that about 2 years ago, I had to walk up in front of the whole year in an assembly to collect an award. And on the way back, one of my legs got caught on the curtain and the other leg got caught in this guy's bag, and I completely tripped in front of the whole year and everyone laughed at me, and that was the most embarrassing point of my life so far. I just wanted to end it. I was like, no. The next fact is that my favourite music is Ed Sheeran. I absolutely love him. I think his music is amazing. So if you don't listen to him, I recommend you should just go. I used to have 2 goldfish and I actually got them from a local fair, and everyone told me, they were like, don't get them, they're gonna die in the first few days. I mean, they're not quality fish, they just sell them, and they lasted years and years and years, and they ended up getting so big that we had to move them into our friend's pond because they took all the space up in the tank. Another fact is that when I was younger, my sister and I, we used to go out in front of our house with a table, signs, everything. We used to sell cakes and any toys we could find that we no longer wanted, and we sold them right in front of our house, and we probably looked like tramps, but you know, we did it for the money and we got that top dollar. About a month ago, I think, I actually met Mary Berry, which I was fully psyched about because I absolutely love her. I am a full fan of the Bake Off and I've watched it every season. So yeah, that was a big achievement for me. My favourite song at the moment is probably Say You Won't Let Go because I just love it. However, I'm also really loving the YouTube channel Boyce Avenue because I think they have the best song. I'm always listening to that now. My favourite drink, and it's probably been my favourite drink forever, is Tango Ice Blast, and that is the blue raspberry flavour, and I just can't get enough of it. It's so nice, and that's literally the only reason I ever go to the cinema, just to get a large one of them. I'm done. Don't even need to see the film. So my favourite holiday at the moment is going skiing in Switzerland, and it's quite ironic because even though I find skiing really fun and enjoyable, I am so bad at it, and I always fall. It's just embarrassing. My least favourite foods, aka the foods that I absolutely hate, are mushrooms and olives. I can't stand them, get them away from me. My favourite movie, and it has been for a couple of years now, is Love, Rosie, because I think it's just so adorable and it portrays real life quite well. I really like falling asleep to the sound of rain, and I'm pretty sure loads of people also like this, but I just find it so relaxing. This is quite a funny story actually. Once I had an operation and it was a hernia, and I was about 5-6 years old, and afterwards my dad bought me a Kinder Egg to say well done or something for the operation, and it had a little car toy in it, and I gave it to my dad and he's still got it now, about 11 years later, something silly. So that's quite cute. I really hate scary movies. I always have, I always will. Whenever I went to sleepovers with my friends, I would always try and get out of it any time I possibly could. I actually used to hold a pillow and cover the screen with the corner of the pillow without any of my friends knowing, so they didn't think I was a wimp. I am allergic to no foods. However, I have heard that if you eat something too much, you can eventually get allergic to it, so I'm feeling like that's going to happen with the time. I have one sister called Ellie, and she is currently 15 years old. We have a really strange relationship. One minute we'll hate each other and be in the biggest argument ever, and the next minute we're back fine with each other. One of my favourite moments in childhood was when me and my sister were younger. We used to stack up chairs on top of each other, and I would climb up them like Mount Everest just to reach the Wotsits, and we'd be sitting on the floor eating bags and bags of Wotsits, and there are actually photos of that, and I find it so funny. One of the worst memories of my life is when I had to walk from my school all the way home, which took about an hour's walk, in really deep snow, and all I was wearing on my feet were thin tights and little pumps. And by the time I got to my road, I was literally running because my feet were so cold I couldn't feel them whatsoever. I would be running down the hill. I look back and my shoe is about a mile away because I didn't even realise it came off because that's how cold my feet were. I ended up crying, sprinting home in the road to avoid all of the snow, and once I got home it took about an hour to feel my feet again. So that's 30 facts about me. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up, and if you have any requests for any future videos, just let me know in the comments below and it'll be very appreciated.